David Moseley, the soybean specialist for the LSU Ag Center. We are here at the Dean Lee Research Station in Alexandria, Louisiana, and I'm at a planting date study where we have one planting date that was planted on March 28th and another one that was planted on April 11th. So the growth stages is the March 28th is at the V5 growth stage, and the April 11th is at the V3 growth stage. Generally speaking, for V3, you have 3 trifoliates that are completely unrolled, and for V5, 5 trifoliates that are completely unrolled. This is a good time to check for the nodules, which are formed by a bacteria, Bradyrhizobium japonicum. This is a symbiotic relationship between the plant and the bacteria. The plant supplies some carbohydrates for the bacteria, and the bacteria is able to fix nitrogen and supply that nitrogen to the soybean plant. In general, the soybean plants are able to get up to 75% of their nitrogen requirement by the nitrogen fixation from the bacteria. And mostly the remaining nitrogen is able to come from the residual nitrogen that is in the soil. In most cases, no supplemental nitrogen is needed. But if you go check your nodule health, especially if you see some yellowing of the plant and if you want to see if it's from a nitrogen deficiency, well, you want to go about this V3, V5 stage, dig up the roots and wash them, because if you pull them out, you can pull the nodules off. And if you wash them and you want to see roughly at least 7 healthy nodules, if you cut them in half, you'll see some red inside. And they want to be large enough, maybe 2 millimeters in size. If you have at least 7 healthy nodules at the V3, V5 growth stage, then you'll have enough nodules, you should have enough nitrogen fixation. What we see here is the early planting date, March 28th, even though it's at a later stage, we actually have less nodules that are on the roots. The April 11th at the V3 stage actually has quite a few nodules. And this could be for different reasons. Maybe the planting early in the cold temperatures has kind of stunted the bacteria growth, but also if you plant in saturated soils or compacted soils or soils that have poor pH, and several reasons you could have poor nodule growth. If it's from saturated soils, you could let your soils dry and the nodules could increase, become more healthy. If your nodules do not improve, then you may have to look into a supplemental nitrogen application to kind of rescue your crop.